This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
See all the different crews, you forget about taking it easy. You just say, man, we're racing. This is racing. I'm going to go on the outside. I'm going to go wherever they're not. Chase Miller's going to go into the wall.
He's hitting the wall. He's rubbing all the way along the wall up there. I was just getting ready to say that's something that Bobby Hamilton normally would do near the end of the race.
Doesn't know limits. He's got to find out where they are. He just found them.
He found that one over in that end of the race.
That's right. Oh, and now
Martin spinning as they go down on the backstretch into the wall. Mark Martin, heavy damage to that Scott's number 6.
Oh, no.
Back into the line of traffic.
We saw that turn out with disastrous results here a couple of years ago.
Sure did.
Everyone avoiding Mark Martin.
The inside wall, it's pretty messed up.
You wonder if maybe there was some contact that maybe precipitated that.
Got him like he is there, and he had to just turn it to keep it off of Brudeman, and around it went.
That's exactly what happened. We've seen that happen so many times. The truck on the bottom of the racetrack loses air off that spoiler. As you mentioned, he got loose. He tried to chase it. He tried to keep it off David Rudeman.
Oh, troubles. The 24, A.J. Allmendinger, once the leader of this race. He gets into the 46, Nemechek. And so Allmendinger, Nemechek, a lot of damage to those trucks.
Conventional setup, Phil, and you see what that feels like, and then you're liable to put a coil bind setup in the front, which means you're slow
troubles. The 24, A.J. Allmendinger, once the leader of this race. He gets into the 46, Nemechek. And so Allmendinger, Nemechek, a lot of damage to those trucks.
You can hear A.J. Allmendinger tell his story. He's sorry.
All right.
Looked like he just got sideways there when the 46 of Nemechek had absolutely nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was Nemechek saying he was sorry, and his guy said,
Holy moly.
Allmendinger, the 24 on the bottom of the racetrack. Johnny goes to the high side. That's going to take air off his spoiler, Michael.
oh, wow. Just like Mark Martin. You know, it's just slippery over there right now.
Fourth caution out at Atlanta, and it is because Chase Miller lost the right rear, and look at the damage as he got into the wall.
He shredded that right rear tire on that Fastenal Dodge. Had a great run going. It's the second flat tire of the afternoon.
And that's,
he's already lost that right rear tire.
and he's just saying, please don't hit anything, please. Watch this, Phil.
Oh. Ooh, makes a little bit of contact with the inside wall, but got the truck down off the racetrack. Did a good job getting the truck there. Here it is, another view of him hitting the inside wall.
It's like a truck. It's big and boxy, and hopefully it'll hold the cars together like it is these trucks. This is 20th place we're looking at, and they're 3 wide back there racing.
Oh, Johnny Benson, our point
Johnny
contender.
Benson gets sideways. The caution has come out. So our 5th caution of the day has come out, and that is great for Johnny Benson that the caution did come out.
That was his crew chief, Rick Wren, trying to figure out what went wrong here. Johnny's right rear tire, I believe, is flat. You see him up on the high side of the racetrack.
Hit a drive shaft, guys.
Uh-oh.
Look,
There's
that is the drive shaft.
That's the drive
you
shaft.
see it just flying out of the picture there.
Wow. Talk about a horrible break for Johnny Benson.
Because this is a rookie. This kid hadn't done this a whole lot. Let's hope he can hang on to that truck.
Let's give him some extra room when we get down here in the corner. Let's don't go. Who's
Problem right there. That's the 59 of Chad Chaffin in that Goodwill number 59. It's Toyota Tundra this week, and a lot of damage to the right side of that truck.
Yeah, it looks like he may have lost the right front tire as he came off at turn number 4 and made some hard contact with his Toyota. Watch him, he's right in the middle of the racetrack. And
he gets turned.
He gets hooked right there by the 21 of Bobby East, and that's what puts him in the wall. And then that cuts down his right front tire.
4 wide, just in front of Chad Chaffin. He was trying to move up the racetrack. Bobby East was there.
Tough break for Jim Harris's Dodge. Toyota now.
As we got the caution coming back.
Caution has come out. There's a fire on the number 75 Spears Manufacturing Chevrolet.
We see Eric Almirola over to the right. That's him with the helmet on. He obviously got out of that truck, so not sure exactly what happened to the 75, but that's going to allow these guys to maybe catch a breath, and then we're going to have a shootout.
You know, when we come back from commercial, we said these 4.
I think that's actually bad for Eric Darnell because Mike Bliss is so strong. Being right there on the restart, it's going to be tough for anybody to hang on to the bumper of Mike Bliss.
And it's going to be critical for these guys to get a good restart. We've seen these trucks spin the tires on these restarts, so it's going to be extremely critical for Eric Darnell to get a clean restart, not spin his tires, right?
Good battle for fifth there. You see Rudiman and Musgrave and Crawford all battling along side by side.
We mentioned at the beginning of the show, Ford has never won at Atlanta in the 4 previous races. Eric Darnell was out in front at the restart, but now it's a Chevy. Mike Bliss out in front of the field.
That 16 truck is so good on the bottom of the racetrack. As you mentioned, Michael, he's the only truck that has been able to run around the bottom of the racetrack as fast as he is.
And a truck on the bottom will outrun one on the top if they're both working right, because it's just a shorter way around. And Bliss is able to do everything he wants with that truck right on the bottom. And, man, I don't think anybody's going to catch it.
Eric Darnell has dropped back to second, Bob.
Well, Eric Darnell did everything the crew told him. Michael, as you said, they were telling him, hey, don't spin your tires. Don't lose this lead on the restart. Well, he didn't. Mike Bliss just very tough, but they told him, hey, Eric, explore the racetrack right now. You're losing ground on that outside. If you could run the middle of the track and get him and track him down, go do it. But right now, Terry Cook, very good on the inside of him right now. A battle for second. Terry Cook likes his racetrack. In fact, very neutral right now. It was loose early on, but Terry Cook is coming.
Bob, you're right. He had the fastest lap on the racetrack the time before last. This past time, Mike Bliss was the fastest because he had clean racetrack.
But he's cleared him. Now we're going to go see if Terry Cook can take that Ford up there and have an old-fashioned Ford versus Chevy battle here at Atlanta.
He's got 6 laps to try to catch that 16 truck. He's running the same groove as Mike Bliss right on the bottom of the racetrack.
6 laps to go and about 0.8 of a second separating 1 and 2, Ray Dunlap.
And Rick, just want to add, one of the most nervous guys down here in the pit area was Chris Pettit. He changes the rear tires on this Strutmaster Chevrolet, and you see a bit of smile on his face right now. He's very happy about Mike Bliss getting back to the lead. He was nervous. He may have cost one for this team, but Bliss back to the front, and they believe he's strong enough to stay there.
He has shown that he's strong enough to stay there.
Meanwhile, a terrific battle back there. You see Rick Crawford on the inside, the 17 of David Rudiman on the outside. That's a battle for 4th.
Side by side, across the start-finish line, Crawford and Rudiman.
And tell Chris Pettit not to smile too much. 1/10 of a second is how much that Terry Cook was able to chop off that lead the last time by. So it's not over yet, Bill.
Bob Dillner, what's going on with Crawford?
Well, his chances at winning are all but shot right now. Rick Crawford, you can see that truck wiggling as he tries to get around David Rudiman. Just plain old loose for Rick Crawford.
Meanwhile, a great run for David Reagan in the 50 truck.
Oh, problems with the 9. Ted Musgrave gets into the wall.
Right front tire again, Phil.
Doesn't look like it's going to bring a caution out, though. He's on pit road.
He didn't quite get in the wall. He just got up high with a flat right front.
Yeah, what a horrible break for Ted Musgrave, who's running well up into the top 10. This is going to just ruin his day.
David Rudiman, 4th. Eric Darnell, 3rd. Terry Cook, 2nd. This right here, a battle for that 4th position. Rick Crawford just behind the 17 of David Rudiman.
Terry Cook continues to run the fastest laps on the racetrack. He gained 0.4 of a second this last time. There's his lead right there.
Under 2 laps of racing to go. Mike Bliss, Terry Cook. Cook is reeling in Mike Bliss.
And when you're running second like Cook is, you can adjust your line. He's a set and duck out there. We see the drag that these trucks put off, the way trucks are able to pull up on one another. And here comes Terry Cook pulling up on him. White flag this time by.
When they come across the start-finish line, 1.54 miles to go. Mike Bliss in front of Terry Cook.
Terry Cook's going to have one shot at him. He should be able to catch him maybe when they enter turn number 3. You got a wide racetrack. He doesn't have to run the same line as Mike Bliss.
Trying to take the momentum through 1 and 2. Out onto the backstretch they go, and here comes Terry Cook, right on the back bumper of Mike Bliss.
Where's he going? Where's he going, Michael?
Bliss to the bottom. He's been good there all day. Terry decides to go just a little bit high. But that Bliss truck is so strong on the bottom.
A big lead for Mike Bliss as they come out of turn number 4 and win number 13 for Bliss in Atlanta.
A big lead for Bliss in Atlanta. 2 truck leads. We've never seen that before at the end of a race.
Wow, what a finish. Mike Bliss able to hold off Terry Cook as he charged at the end of the race. Terry Cook with a great finish. Eric Darnell coming home in 3rd.
Wow, I love the job that Eric Darnell did today, too. A rookie, new guy on the block. He ran up front with the leaders all day long, never made a mistake, finished in the 3rd spot.
What a big boost in the arm for Dave Fuge, the Express Motorsports number 16 team. Strutmasters.com comes on board a week ago, still looking for a major sponsor, but this time they're going to take it to victory lane. Who have you caught up with, Ray?
Well,
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.